Morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Yesterday I said I was going to do a major Hobonichi catch-up, and guess what? I am. I sat here for almost 2 hours, and thankfully for you, I fast-forwarded everything. Now, when I do, I'm not going to go through and tell you what I'm doing on every single page, but I do the same process. But I'm also adapting some of the stuff that I've learned in the last couple of art journals, like put scraps of paper down and just make designs. Do tiny little uh, spreads, for lack of a better word, of what I've been doing, just tinier versions of it. And when you run, oh yeah, Sasquatch made it to my Hobonichi from Hendersonville and Asheville last weekend. They have a big Sasquatch theory community up there. Anyhow, I'm making tip-ins on tip-ins because I ran out of room for all the stuff from Hendersonville and Asheville. But this is the same process I do for my Hobonichi all the time. And I've talked about it before, but if I've gone somewhere, the process is a tiny bit different. I put in all my ephemera. Then I go back in and put as many receipts as I can get down. Then I go back in and put a few stickers. And then I go back in and put a few words. And really and truly, like these kind of weekends, it's quite apparent what we did. We went shopping. We had some good pizza and some good food. Um, Great, like a veggie pizza. And my sister had a Hawaiian pizza. I mean, fresh, homemade, really good. And then I put Post-its in places that I want to remember what I want to write about. I add washi tape. I add pictures of what I've done this week, like get the new granite for the top of that piece of furniture that was my mom and dad's. A book cover. The paper that I made with the idea of doing black and white on a whole page, and I just took a tiny picture of it. Me showing the storage locker that I helped my sister with, um, showing it almost empty, and it is now empty and closed, and the account is canceled. Um, every once in a while, I'll put down like shows I'm watching on YouTube, or or I do a lot of BritBox, and a little tiny bit of doodling and things I want to remember to write about. I keep a 5-year journal, my version of it. And that kind of helps me with, oh yeah, that happened that day. Oh yeah, that happened that day. Now I just started this. But otherwise, I look back on my phone. What are the pictures? Did anybody have birthdays? I love those Allie Edwards medals. I don't know why, I just do. Um, what did I do this week? I went out to lunch. I did some antique stuff with a friend. Um, Poor little, our granddaughter got braces. And sometimes I keep all these Post-its and put them in one page and kind of just like put clear packing tape over that. And that's the page. If nothing happened that day, I have all these Post-its to remind me of other days. And then I start adding like, in the blank spots, I leave enough room if I still need to write things, but in the blank spots, I start putting washi tape. I still have a little bit of a pile of paper next to me. Um, I'm adding color. I'm adding doodling, which I really, really focused on this last journal, and that has helped me to think about it again. The title pages in a Hobonichi, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to put in here that I said California's in the house, so was Arizona in the house in the month of June. So I'm really focusing on June and July. I have some stuff there, but then I go in with tempera paint sticks or Stabilo woodies and just kind of doodle with paint and fill in the blank spots. And I still have a lot of writing to do. In fact, tonight I probably will go back and do a lot of writing, which sometimes I have to look up stuff on the internet because I don't know exactly, the parameters of all of it sometimes. But I also have started trying to focus on remembering to put blocks of color for like titles or big thought processes like journal catch up. The last time I did this was in June. This much of a big one. I say food wrappers. There's a junk food page in here. It's kind of like, I think I said this the other day. My Hobonichi is a combination of memories, pictures, art, food wrappers. So it's kind of like a journal after the fact, a smash book, a thought, get your thoughts down, plan. I mean, I'm like planning Halloween a little bit. I keep changing my mind. FYI, I know that surprises you. I keep, just, it all goes in here. Wrappers, a junk journal, trash journal, smash book, scrapbook, art book. It all is a one entity project for me. I've been doing a lot of sewing on the side, so I'm kind of like remembering to make titles out of my favorite thing, which is block letters like this out of magazines. Um, and ephemera. There's when I was talking about I wasn't ready to start the our stormy weather journal. Oh, by the way, there was one of the same kind of things. They kind of called it a downburst or microburst, or this one they called a macroburst because it was so big. In Virginia last night, I think, or around Washington D.C. area somewhere. I am so ready to go to the beach. I can't even tell you. And we just looked up on the calendar, and there is 1 week at the end of August where it's not the weekend before the Labor Day. I'm like, you want to just go overnight? We can take some of our stuff down. We can kind of see the lay of the land of how much damage was done or how much rearranging was done. We have had people, we rent our beach house in the summer for 6 months, and then we use it in the winter and the fall for 6 months. And we're there pretty much a good bit, at least we were last year. And so last year they rearranged the entire kitchen, literally rearranged every single cupboard. The renters and or the people that do the renting for us. I don't know what the deal was, but a lot of times because they just have had the cleaning crew come in and they're in there for 45 minutes after people have been there for a whole week. Sometimes we go in and we deep clean a little bit of stuff. I don't. It's just to get it out of my system to walk on the beach, check on the golf cart. Oh. Did your daddy have the audacity to go to the grocery store? Oh, guess who just came down the driveway? Guess who just came down the driveway? Is that your daddy? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The dog never gets that excited for me. Never. Never. I'm just a lady that I'm the spare. Poor me and Harry. We're both the spares. All right, I hope that dog barking was not too loud for people that might be wearing earphones. Sorry about that, but he does get so excited to see my husband. I am the spare in this household. Me and Harry, we know how it feels. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. I might start a new project. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.